Amy lost a whopping 52 pounds, and her stomach is now completely flat. Her waist is slimmer than ever and has absolutely not 1 ounce of visible fat around her midsection. She honestly looks better now at 47 years old than she looked in her 20s. And all this happened in less than 6 weeks. What's even more important than all that? There was a lot less stress in the household. There weren't any arguments between Amy and Richard. The kids were ecstatic to see their mother healthy, especially when she had so much more energy to play with her kids, when in the past she was way too tired and fatigued to do any sort of physical activities with them. She now has a better opportunity to spend more quality time with them and become the proud role model she always wanted to be for her kids. With all that said, the appointment with the doctor was fast approaching. Even though she knew her body changed miraculously, she was still nervous about what kind of test results she was going to hear from the doctor. I decided to go to the doctor's appointment with Amy to support her in this pivotal moment in her life. On a Friday afternoon, we arrived at the doctor's office. Both of us were more anxious than we needed to be for these results. After a long, dreaded hour in the waiting room, Amy was up next to see the doctor. As soon as the doctor saw Amy, his eyes widened while his jaw almost dropped to the floor. He couldn't believe it. The doctor immediately asked, "What happened? You look terrific." Amy shrugged her shoulders as if it was a piece of cake. The doctor proceeded to take Amy to the medical room to perform blood work. I remained in the waiting room. As I waited for Amy, I started to have flashbacks from the last visit where we found out that Amy was a type 2 diabetic and could potentially die, a time that I had no intention of revisiting and hoped that this was now all behind us. After Amy was finished, we both patiently waited for the test results, hoping for the best. Finally, the doctor came back with the test results. He was looking at his clipboard with a smile on his face, and then he looked up to say, "Congratulations! Your blood pressure is 112/72. Your LDL cholesterol is 90 milligrams per deciliter. Your blood sugar is now at normal levels. You no longer have type 2 diabetes, and you have the biological chemistry of a fit 20-year-old. All we could think of was, wow. These results far exceeded our expectations, and I've never been so proud of my sister than this moment right here. She not only saved her own life, she changed her life for the better and is now an inspiration to me and many people around the world. After witnessing the incredible, mind-blowing results that my sister experienced, I knew I had to get these simple-to-use overnight belly-flattening principles in the hands of as many people as possible, specifically people who suffer from having unattractive fat around their midsection. Not only is it unattractive, your belly fat is slowly killing you and causing more health problems than you will ever realize. It is even aging your body and causing wear and tear on your joints that can easily lead to chronic injuries. And it's so important that you do something about it now before it's too late. The next thing you know, you can end up in the ER just like Amy did when this alarming issue goes unaddressed. This is not what I want for you. I want you to see your belly get flatter as soon as you wake up next morning. And then the morning after. And in just a few short weeks, you'll become symptom-free of any potential diseases with your dream midsection that you've always desired since you hit your late 30s. That is why I organized all these belly-flattening secrets into one easy-to-use, done-for-you template. You'll get the exact protocol you should use before you go to bed that will increase your metabolism and at the same time relax your body for a deep night's sleep. You'll also discover what kind of herbs you should add to your tea before going to bed so that your body rids itself of the harmful toxins that is holding onto your belly fat, preventing you from melting it off. And most important of all, you'll have an easy-to-follow template that I've laid out for you, which will specifically tell you what kind of foods you should consume before you go to bed to ignite your metabolism so that you burn off fat while you sleep. There's absolutely no calorie counting at all. The formula that I laid out for you in this template will specifically boost your body's natural fat-burning hormones and capitalize the hormonal shift that happens in your body after you turn 40. You will never find a groundbreaking, cutting-edge template like this. When you add these simple fixes tonight, you'll easily burn off 1 to 2 pounds overnight while you sleep. Now, in order to really tighten and firm your stomach, I've created 3-minute sequences to effectively target your belly fat and firm your midsection. These sequences can be performed by anyone, even if you have a severe injury. I've personally had people in their 70s with low back and knee injuries perform these sequences, mostly because you're lying on your back most of the time, and you'll learn how to properly activate your core while engaging in a diaphragmatic breathing rhythm. This will involve more muscle groups around your midsection, increasing your metabolism to burn off belly fat, getting more oxygen in your cells, removing carbon dioxide that holds onto your fat cells, and even helps distress you, which fights off the fat-storing hormone cortisol. And you can accomplish all of that in less than 3 minutes a day. These methods have been so underutilized in the weight loss industry that it actually frustrates me. These sequences